It is officially April 2025, and that means we have to go over our top 5 stocks for the month of April. The stock market has been on a massive sell-off, which gives us a lot of great buying opportunities for the month of April. So without further ado, let's jump into these top 5 stocks. Starting it off strong with one of my favorite stock picks out there, Broadcom, ticker symbol AVGO. Now this is a top pick. The stock itself has sold off from highs all the way up at $250, all the way now down to below $170. We closed today at lows that we haven't seen in over 3 months now, $167 per share. Now taking a look at the stock, it's been on a massive rally for several months on end, and as you can see, the stock hasn't slowed down. They did for their 10-for-1 stock split and has been rallying basically for the past 1.5 to 2 years. But since this recent pullback, it has scared some investors away from typical names that we've seen rally for so long, such as AMD, Nvidia, Broadcom, and a lot of these heavy tech stock names are starting to fall and pull back. Now, with that being said, there is still a lot of upside for Broadcom moving into the future. This company has significant growth ahead of them and is going into an addressable market in the AI space that is looking at an AI ranging anywhere from $60 to $90 billion by the year of 2027. And Broadcom and Nvidia are going to be battling back and forth for the top spot, but personally, I think the name you want to hold is Broadcom. It's definitely a serviceable stock that you need to have to help diversify your portfolio, and on top of that, there's a lot of price target upgrades. We recently just saw one from Morgan Stanley raising it from $233 to $265, and on top of that, taking a look at the price targets, you can see here we have a high range price target of up to $300 for analysts, an average price target of $252, and a low end price target of $210. Even taking our lowest analyst price target at $210, we were still well below that with tons of upside right now. And the stock itself has just recently broke below this red SMA line, which is that simple moving average line. So if we can break back above that line, that will show we're in an overall upward direction. Until then, we could continue to see some selling off, but that gives us a great buying opportunity, and that's why this is my top stock pick for the month of April. My next stock pick is Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT. It's another solid name that most of you probably have in your account, but if not, this is a great opportunity for one of those stocks that you just want to pick up on a pullback. And with that being said, Microsoft is again off of their highs, as well as many other tech stocks in the market right now. 468 highs, we are now trading below $380 per share, around this 375 area. And they're paying $83 dividend, which is something definitely to consider. Microsoft as a dividend play, nothing crazy, but still not a bad growth name in your tech portfolio and giving a solid dividend. But Microsoft, as always, and will be optimistic moving into the future, especially with their Azure cloud computing platform, their AI intelligence revenue streams, which are expected to exceed the market expectations. And on top of that, Microsoft is in an era where they are taking over not only in the AI space, but in the cloud computing space as well. So with that being said, Microsoft yet again had another upgrade from Wedbush with a rating of over $550 for a price target upgrade. Massive price targets on their end, looking at a high range of up to $600 from some analysts, $510 for an average, and $450 on a lower end price point. Microsoft, in my opinion, right now is trading at a level that we haven't seen in a while, and personally, I think that this is a solid bouncing area. This $380 area has been something that's been tested in the past, and I think that moving forward, you gotta be able to watch Microsoft. If we could break back above 380 here and start to move in an overall upward direction, you're gonna see this thing really bounce to potentially $400 plus again. But this is a name that's easily $400 to $450 at a price target of up to $600. You're talking about a stock that's well below $100 to $150 off where it should be trading right now. Now, yes, Microsoft, along with all these other names, need a little bit of a breather and a pullback, and for that reason, I think that Microsoft is a great buy here if you're not already in it, or if you're looking to average down on some shares. Now we gotta step away from some of the tech-heavy plays and go into more of a financial fintech type of play. Visa, ticker symbol V. All right, this is another name that I think should be in everyone's portfolio, whether or not you take Visa or MasterCard. If you're going to take one of the two, me personally, I'm more of a Visa type of guy, but I think that Visa or MasterCard, or why not both, is a great opportunity to diversify that portfolio. And with that being said, Visa, again, just raised their dividends to 59 cents per share. And Visa itself is, not much of a pullback and not much of a discounted price, but has been steadily increasing in their stock share price. You can see here over the past several months, it has been following this red SMA line, trending in an overall upward direction, and has been having healthy pullbacks, followed by rallies, pullback, followed by rally, pullback, rally. So now we are at this price point where we did see just a little bit of a pullback the other day. We did bounce off of that, but we're still a little bit off highs. We're about $15, $20 off highs. Now, Visa itself, I think you're getting into great name anytime you can get any type of pullback with Visa. So anytime you see the stock dip below where its average price may be, and for this stock right now, if you can get it anywhere between this $320 to $340 range, I think you're getting at a good deal versus the all-time highs up here around this 360 area. So just keep that in mind moving forward. But Visa is definitely one of those that the company continues to benefit from the global shift towards digital payments, which is obviously helping with robust transaction volumes. And on top of that, Visa is trading around that $350 price point, and with price targets up to $410 on the high analyst side, average price target of $386, and the lower end down to that $330. That's why I kind of mentioned this $320 to $330 range is a great idea if you're looking to add into some shares. Even up here at $350 is not a bad deal, but I think that anytime you see Visa start to pull back or the overall market pull back, check out Visa because it normally tends to follow where the overall market is trending, and Visa is just one of those powerhouse names that, although they do have those strong red days when they pull back, overall you see it rebound and move even higher. So it's a very healthy moving stock with strong financial statements and balances, and on top of that have very strong price targets moving forward for the name. My next stock on the list is Lockheed Martin, ticker symbol LMT. Now, this is more of a controversial type of play. You can either go the Lockheed Martin route or you can go the Palantir route. Both of those are very, very robust right now. But looking at Lockheed Martin, more or less, the stock has fallen off of $618 highs, and on top of that, you're looking at a price point now down here around $445 per share. So it's extremely cheap compared to where it was trading. Doesn't mean necessarily is a good name pick, but it's a lot cheaper than going the Palantir route. They are obviously two completely separate companies, but at the end of the day, they're both working off of government contracts. That's something very, very important to mention, that Palantir and Lockheed Martin are both feeding in the defense sector, and more importantly, Palantir is moving in that AI shift and towards that type of market in the defense space. So with that being said, I do like Palantir as a pick, and right now Palantir being at that $80 level is a very, very strong price point. So with that being said, Lockheed Martin on the other hand is also at a very, very good level, and with price targets of Lockheed Martin up to $600 back to where we were trading about 7 months ago, it's also another very, very solid pick. One thing about Lockheed Martin that I really like is the dividends that they pay out, $3.30. Getting shares down here at $446 with a $3.30 dividend is extremely well. So compared to something like Palantir, depending on what you're looking for, are you looking for more of an aggressive defense type of play where, again, they do deal with government AI, government contracts, and this is more of an AI type of defensive play? Or if you want to go the Lockheed Martin route, it's definitely another strong pick. Just something you have to be aware of right now. The stock has fallen quite a bit, but you're getting a very, very strong dividend. And looking at stock analyst price target, $600 at a high, $520 at the average, and a low end price target of $475. The company has a strong order backlog and continues to secure those significant defense contracts, and honestly is one of those industry leaders. So with Lockheed Martin in this space and at a price point that's a lot cheaper than where we were trading just a couple months ago. It's quite a big pullback for a very solid name in this space. The last stock on the list is Hims, ticker symbol HIMS. Now, Hims is a different type of name. This is going more towards the route of the growing telehealth market that we've seen a lot of healthcare service type companies go in this direction, but Hims is more specifically doing very, very well. We saw an extremely well quarter back in October when they reported and caused the stock to rally quite a bit. And then we saw a massive run up around that Super Bowl timeframe when we started getting those Super Bowl ads, and the stock reported earnings and completely tanked to the downside. Now, I think that was a huge overreaction on the part of earnings. If you want to look at the earnings, you can, but earnings per share was reported at 12 or 11 cents versus the estimate of 12 cents. And on top of that, we have analysts going up as high as $85 per share. Average price targets around 45 bucks, and you do have lower end price targets around this $21 area. So we are around that lower end price target, but we do have quite a bit of range and quite a bit of room to back to the upside. We're trading near this red simple moving average line, which shows our overall direction. And I think that if we can pop back above this $30 to $35 range and we start to gain some momentum again, I think it's a great name in the short term to make some quick money for the month of April. But also, if you're looking to get this name for the long term, I think it's a great trading opportunity and an investment opportunity, depending on which way you're trying to go. So make sure you do your due diligence and research before jumping into any of these plays. But guys, let me know what you guys think about the top 5 stocks they went over this video. If you guys are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.